Good morning and welcome everyone. We are live and if you have family in the room streaming, there's about a 30-second delay. So just FYI. My name is Rachel Rudine and I am sort of your behind the scenes coordinator here, sort of giving an invisible hand along with our friends in OIT. And I'm just so excited for you all. This is a great day. And if you want to turn on your camera, we would love to see you and your families and your pets and your babies, all of that. I'm going to turn it over to our Dean of the Medical School, Jacob Tolar, whenever you are ready, sir.
I am always ready. I'm always on time, always ready. But I'm glad that I didn't miss the party. The music was beautiful. This is such an unusual thing for me to hear this kind of music in the middle of the day. So thank you everyone for being here. This is a glorious day, glorious occasion, of course. And once I looked back at the last year first virtual match day, I didn't think that we will have another one. But I remember very well how exciting it was. And again, the experience is different than you probably expected over the last 3 years to become. But, we were pretty new to the Zoom then. And at that point, just watching you with your parents, with your pets, and with your children and partners was really incredible. And there was a amplitude to this, and there was intensity to this, and there was the collective genius to this that reminded me of the larger communities to which we are connected and that we serve, and that is what we are here to do. And you are now our partners. You've been always, but now with a little threshold and continuum, partners in the very simple tasks that we have in front of us, despite all the complexities that are flowing into them. And that is that we train for and hopefully we are good at alleviating human suffering. And there is hardly a more noble and glorious task, at least to me, to imagine for a person to be. Now, the virtual or not, successful or not, whatever you're gonna think about this is gonna go, will pass, and the fundamentals will stay. The fundamentals are that your hard work and your passion for helping people is gonna be there always. And on behalf of the medical school, I'm so very proud of you, because this is a way that I think a duty and obligation comes together. Obligation is what we are expected to do. Obligation is that we serve the community, that we serve people, we hopefully serve each other. The duty is an internal one. We just cannot help ourselves, I think, in many ways to be a part of other people's health or sickness. And for me, it has been one of the highest honors of my life to be a part of the family, typically, or community that had somebody who was ill or gravely ill. And from this, I respect deeply your adaptability, with which you have approached this last 12 months. And you have made the interviews online. You have been incredibly good at stepping up to help with the COVID-19 response. And you, as I did, have seen that there is nothing human about COVID-19, but it's a measure of our humanity. It is how we responded to this, and how we went from knowing nearly nothing about it to being reasonably good at this. And this medical school and this medical practice has been seen as an information and action hub internationally for that last year of your studies. So you're a part of it, and as you see the world around you, this will be amplified. Your commitment and faith, almost as a physician, will be rewarding and challenging and noble. We will certainly all look back at this day as a as a turning point of sorts, not necessarily because of what the envelopes will reveal shortly, but whether you got the match you wanted, whether you did not, or perhaps not matched at all, you have a valuable role to play in our world going forward. And as I said, the joy or disappointment will pass, but your commitment to helping others and to bringing new virtue and new value to life of others will be with you forever. So remember to support each other today and days to come. Connect with your parents and with your friends by phone, by text, by some online way. And if there is anything we can do, if there's anything I can do, please let us know. So congratulations on arriving at this point in your education. And on behalf of this medical school, I wish you all the best and be well.
Thank you very much, Dean Tolar. I am going to introduce our student MC. This is one of your classmates, and typically in the past, we have just chosen the tallest student to be your MC. So I'm delighted to welcome Luke Klughertz to provide some remarks for you all here today.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much, Rachel. And I just want to give you a shout out too for that excellently curated playlist. Like Dr. Tolar was saying, I was really vibing to those beats. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. One of my favorite presidents of all time, our class president, soon to be Dr. Soda Ahmed, asked if I would help facilitate today. And here we are. So I'm really glad to be sharing this moment with you. Let me share my screen here. I got a little PowerPoint. So again, just want to welcome everyone who's watching, family and friends at home as well. I've been reflecting on a little bit on my path through med school to this point today. And, was thinking about the fact that we've done this as a squad, as a big crew. And, we started off with 180 something people, and a lot of folks have branched away from our class, but we've also had a lot of people who have branched towards our class too. So as a symbol of that, I wanted to invite an old friend of mine to help us reminisce. Adrina, are you here somewhere?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know about old friend. Don't love that, but I'm here.
Well, tomato, tomato. But Adrina Kocharian is a MD PhD student. So she spent the first 2 years with our class and now is working on her PhD. So I'm really glad she could take time away from the lab to be with us. So thanks for being here, Adrina.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for inviting me. I am so proud of you all, and I cannot believe you're all about to be doctors in a couple of months. Like, I'm thinking back to some of our study groups the first couple of years when we were trying to figure out what a granuloma is, and I still can't say, honestly. And maybe, does that become more clear during your clinical years, Luke?
I don't know if anyone really knows. It's more of a human construct, but if you can solve that in the lab, we'd really appreciate learning more about that. Adrina, to catch you up and for other folks watching, I think most students can, some of you have probably seen this and everyone can relate to this, but Adrina and those watching at home, all of our interviews this year were virtual, obviously. That's kind of the elephant in the room. And just to paint you a picture, I mean, you spend 2 hours getting your little studio put together in your house or wherever you are. You got to get your background right. You got to get the lighting in your face to make you look better than you actually look. All this stuff, get your little suit on, and then you spend all this time prepping, and then you log in to get interviewed by the physician, and they look like your pet trying to log into your iPhone on, with like the Face ID thing. And that's really abrupt, Adrina. I got to tell you, it's like really shocking when that happens.
Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal. But I got to say, the worst part about this slide that stands out to me the most is the Comic Sans font, which is really bringing me back to my first couple years in medical school.
You like that? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you knew this, but Comic Sans is the most studied font for use in medical education. There's a recent study by Dr. Seuss and colleagues that showed that. So
that's true. That's true. And Comic Sans has been shown to improve patient outcomes. I have heard that.
Yeah, especially rehospitalization rates. But anyway, speaking of faculty and staff, this is just a small handful of some of the folks that have been involved in our education the first couple of years. Top row is Minneapolis campus, bottom row is Duluth campus. Just want to give a shout out to these folks that it takes a massive village to raise a medical student. And we just want to thank everyone who's been involved in our education. We can't thank them enough for their effort and hard work in that process.
Yeah, and we actually have one of our faculty here who wanted to give you guys some parting wisdom. This is our anatomy professor at the Twin Cities from the first year. Dr. Winehouse, are you here?
Yes, good morning, Adrina, and good morning, Luke. I'm really happy to be with you here today. Adrina and Luke had asked if I had any advice or any wisdom to give to the graduating class, and I just wanted to say that you should always remember to write your answer as it would appear in an atlas, text, or book. Always be as specific as you need to be. So for example, for our Duluth students, if you match in Duluth and you want to share it on your Facebook or your Instagram, you denote Duluth here with a star. And if you're matching in Minneapolis, you would denote that here with the red circle. All right, so always remember that as you begin your residency training.
Thank you, Dr. Winehouse, for that sage advice and keen insight. I hope you guys can carry that with you throughout residency. Luke?
Yeah, that's super good advice. I've heard residents say that that's really important to keep in mind when you're starting. So, okay, well, Adrina, why don't we transition over to our speakers? And for everybody watching, we have a few speakers today that are faculty, and all these speakers were chosen by the class of 2021 via surveys. And that's because we felt that these folks had a formative impact on our education and therefore felt that it'd be meaningful to hear from them today. So without further ado, let's start with our first speaker, and she comes to us from the Department of Family Medicine, and that's Dr. Renee Critchlow. Dr. Critchlow.
I had to do that old guy thing where you get to unmute yourself. And I'm with you, Luke. This is the, sorry, baby boomers. This is my imitation of baby boomers on Zoom.
There it is.
There you go. Gen X. All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you. I'm totally honored to be here because this is like a huge day for you guys. All the docs we always have to go. I remember back when I was on my match day. Yeah, see, anyone is, yeah. I remember the first half of my match day, let's say. So I understand a lot of the anticipation that's going on. As some of you know, I'm no longer at University of Minnesota, which is an awesome, amazing medical school. Had to move just for family reasons. So, but I'm hanging out in Boston, and I'm chatting with you guys from one of my new gigs as Chief Medical Officer at Codman Square Community Health Center, and I'm the new Vice Chair of Health Equity at Boston University Department of Family Medicine. But it's not about me, it's about you. And one of the things that I thought about was I don't get, even if you matched, I don't know where you're going to match. You don't know either. I feel like I have like 3 years worth of wisdom that I usually like sort of slowly put into residents, and then they grow up and they notice that I start repeating things, and then they graduate. So what I've done this year is, taken less than 10 minutes to squeeze all the wisdom from residency into less than 10 minutes. And the good news is that's actually how much wisdom there is in residency. The rest is done with sleep deprivation and mirrors. Okay, can I share my screen? Let's try. Oh, it worked, cool. Okay, so these are what I call my mottos and questions. And usually they come along with a bunch of long-winded stories. We're going to do short-winded stories for some of them. So big one, learning is winning. This is very important in residency. This is very important in life. What you have to understand is that you are there to learn, and you don't have to know everything. Imposter syndrome, gone, get rid of it. I'm going to just wave my magic wand and you'll be like, it's a cross pen. It's very powerful. No imposter syndrome. Done. You belong where you are, and you're there to learn. And if anyone tells you otherwise, come call me. So learning is winning. It's about a growth mindset. Number two, directly from the ladder, a lot of you know, lift as you climb, build as you grow. Your responsibility as a resident is to be the resident that you wanted when you were a student. Don't be the one you did not want. You don't kick down, punch up, or something like that. Be nice and be that person, especially like at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're exhausted and that medical student has a little thing to ask you. Just remember you were them at one point. Take a moment, breathe, and be the person that you wanted as a teacher. Speaking of teaching, the lesson will be taught until the lesson is learned. This is very important. If you sort of get a little hint from the universe that you might need to learn something about what's going on, it sort of gives you a little hint, sort of like leaves a little thing, says, hey, maybe you should be nicer about this, or you should maybe put all your bills online or whatever, and you don't do that thing, it gets bigger. Every time you ignore something you're supposed to do, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The lesson will be taught until the lesson is learned. Deal with it when it's a tiny little speck, not when it's a giant gorilla. You'll get that when you're ready. There's no perfect place, but you're the right person. This is really important for today. I don't care where you go. It's where you're supposed to be, and you're the right person to be there, and you can do it. This has been very important for me my whole life. And this is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten. I'm passing it right along to you free of charge. Your first job is not your last job. That's really important, especially when you get your first job, because you're like, but then don't worry about it. It's better. Your first job's not your last job. This is one that's sort of do your duty, Archer. It's loosely translated from the Bhagavad Gita, in which there is a very powerful godlike being saying to this young archer, do your duty and forget about the outcomes, because what you have control over is your actions. You have no control over the outcomes. This is not a multiple choice test. You know, when you're in the ICU, you might do everything right, and your patient might still die. You do your duty, document it, and move on. You can't control the outcomes. You adjust by what the outcomes are, and then you do your duty again. Today's work today. I had to learn this when I was like 45. Trust me, learn it sooner. Do today's work today. Don't let it pile. And if it piles, do today's and yesterday's work today, as soon as you possibly can. I believe in unconditional love. I love all of you. I haven't met half of you. Some of you I've known since you were freshmen. It's so easy for people to believe that people can hate people they've never met. I believe that we can love people that we've never met. And if we have that mindset as we go through the world, we help make the world a better place. All right, everyone's doing their best. Everyone's doing their best. Just assume that just because they made a really stupid choice, that moment doesn't mean they don't have an opportunity to make a better choice the next time. And if we can believe in each other and we can acknowledge that we're not perfect, but we're doing our best, we can actually move forward together. Very important. Also, you do you, you know? I see this tie, fantastic tie. You never have to wear a tie if you don't want to. You do you, okay? You create the world you want to live in. You can learn the easy way or you can learn the hard way, but you're going to learn. Like I said, that sort of goes up with, lesson will be taught until the lesson is learned. Every system is designed to get this results it gets. If you want to change the outcomes, you got to change the inputs and the feedbacks. You cannot change a system within the system. You have to change that system. Right? Can't solve a problem with the same system that made the problem. It's like a corollary with 12. Every problem caused by human beings can be solved by human beings. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a nearsighted, I'll use nice words, a nearsighted person who deserves to have an opportunity to learn and grow. There you go. I can't change them. I'm changing me. This goes again with your actions. That's the only thing we have to control. I'm a PGY 24 now. And trust me, I've run into a lot of people that I'm like, God, I wish I could change them. That's not what my duty is. My duty is to grow and to change myself and control my own actions. That's the only thing I have control over. Kindness is good luck. I'm not going to lie to you. It is good luck. Embrace it. Do it. When in doubt, be kind. Do what you can with what you got. Dude, this is like every day for me. Trust me, this works. The big quotes that have moved forward for me, helped me move forward. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. It's self-explanatory, but it's so important. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to grow and learn from all those lessons. It's okay. Be humble, you are made of earth. Be noble, you are made of stars. And you. Not just you, Kaz. Everybody else too. Be noble, and let the nobleness that lies in other men, sleeping but never dead, will rise in majesty to meet thine own. This is something that I felt is so important. I can control my character, I can control my actions, and I want to live in a world where people are good to each other and they communicate the love that they have in their hearts. That's the way I live my life, and that's the way, if you want to, you can live your life. I'm not controlling you, but I believe in you. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Critchlow. That was lovely. Next up, we have a speaker from the Duluth campus, Dr. Diebel, Assistant Dean of Curriculum from the Department of Biomedical Science.
Thanks. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for inviting me to be part of this special and I have to say nerve-wracking moment as I go across the screen and looking at everybody's faces. I'm going to be honest, you've made me really nervous by inviting me here to do this, but I'm happy to share in the excitement and energy, even that I can feel this in the virtual space. I'm really excited for you as you're about to learn the start of this new leg of your life's journey, and some new hidden truth is about to be revealed as you're about to get through those virtual envelopes this morning. You might be thinking, where will I be? Who will I meet? What will I be doing? Right now, you might feel like some sort of pending upheaval. Friendships and other relationships are about to change as the class of 2021 will soon be on their way, and they're going to spread across the state and country. And of course, if you're in Duluth, that's a star. And if you're in the Twin Cities, that's a red circle. And that seems to be important this morning. And I imagine that there's been some sleepless nights along the way, maybe mixed with some moments of reflection when life has slowed down long enough to let your brain drift off into some free form of thought. And hopefully for a few minutes here this morning, we can find some space to quiet the mind and soul and reflect for a moment just before those next steps of your passage through the next part of your life is revealed to you. After I received this invitation, started reflecting back on your class and thinking back to the map that hangs in the atrium of the medical school building in the Duluth campus. There's this map of Minnesota. And I walk by this map on campus every day that I'm on campus. And there's spots that highlight the places, big towns, small towns. There's Twin Cities, Duluth, places where the University of Minnesota Medical School graduates that started their training in Duluth eventually ended up serving their communities. And it's really pretty impressive to see in one image this wide-ranging impact of the graduates of the medical school. And this is just Duluth. And this is just a fraction of the whole story, but it's the place I know best, and it's the one that I've spent the most time with. But I know that there are plenty, magnitude of interactions not on that map between Twin Cities graduates and their communities as well. And to think about the impact that everybody together, you, your prior classmates, and everybody that has made those impacts, that will make those impacts, it's immense. And it's hard for me to even imagine the impact sometimes. But I look at this map and I also see that there's work left to be done. There are communities without physicians. There's spots on that map that don't exist. And there's communities with longstanding health disparities that need to be addressed, even within the towns that we live in, just zip codes apart from each other. But ultimately, this map always brings me hope that at the end of the day, the good people that you are will one day be able to soon move out into the world and use your training to truly help to improve health and well-being within and beyond the state of Minnesota. And I think it's kind of funny how a simple thing like a map can do that, but it comforts me on these long days to know that we're ultimately working hard together, trying to make our communities better places to live by improving healthcare outcomes for everyone. And I know you're going to be hearing this a lot over the coming months. You've already heard it this morning, but it's important to take a moment for yourself and for your friends and family and loved ones to give thanks to those that have supported you on your journey so far. They're going to be the ones that are going to continue to be there for you to support you in the future, and you still have a ways to go. And PGY 24 already, in one instance this morning, it keeps going forever and ever. So please take a moment today, even if in silent gratitude, to give thanks to those around you and also be proud of yourself and all your accomplishments. And I hope that in a few short minutes that all of you get into your dream residency. In reality, we know that's not possible for everybody. So whatever is in that virtual envelope, if it doesn't match your dream, please take in comfort in the fact that the next step of your long journey may not be your dream, but whatever happens today, it happens for a reason, and you're amazing. And I know you're going to accomplish amazing things, and I have the utmost confidence in all of you. Finally, above my staircase in my home in Duluth, there's a window that faces out into the world, and it's positioned almost perfectly north. And I was curious, so I whipped out my iPhone this morning to find out exactly where that window faces. It's actually 10 degrees east of north, but the point is that it faces pretty much north. And the beautiful thing about this window is that it sits high enough so that it sits above the neighbor's trees and above the roof line, so that on clear nights, there's just this perfect portrait of the stars in the sky. And so I look at that as I head upstairs, as I get ready to go to bed. And I love focusing on the stars and looking at the night sky and all the points of light scattered in the vast darkness and the immense space. And most of the year I can see the Big Dipper is perfectly framed in that window at night. And lately I've been pausing, I've been thinking of you. I've been thinking of all the students here on the screen and thinking about your lives and what you're about to embark on. And it reminds me of the map, and it reminds me of how connected everything is. And how no one star makes a constellation, and how no one constellation makes a galaxy, and no one galaxy makes a universe, and how it takes everything working together in some sort of mind-bending, ethereal magic to pull all that matter and energy into the brilliance of the night sky. I think about how special it is to view the sky from our vantage point on Earth, because it's something that can be shared at a great distance across the state, the country, and the world. And now that you're so close to taking that next step and so close to entering that next phase of training, closer to finding your spot on the map, I want you to remember that you're not alone, not in this moment, even though that we're separated by such space in this virtual world, and you're not going to be alone in the future. A part of each other will always be within each of you, and you'll always be connected with the night sky. So on those hard days, and there are going to be many, maybe you can take pause and think back and reflect on your connections and your community that'll always be in you. So I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear about all the amazing things in your life's journey and all the things you're going to see and the impact that you're going to have on the world. And I'm honored to have been a part of this journey with you for such a short period of time. And speaking on behalf of the faculty and staff at the med school, I know everybody else is honored and touched by your journey as well. I'll be thinking of you always. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves. And I'm going to be looking at those symbolic little points of light each time that I pass them on a clear night. And I'll be thinking of you and the good work you're doing out in the world. Good luck and take care.
Thank you, Dr. Diebold. Oh my God, the lights, that got me. That has really just made me extremely nostalgic for, all the times that we've spent together, and that you guys have all spent together. And I want to invite everyone to just take a minute to think about some of the memories you've made, some of the friendships you've made throughout medical school. And Luke, I'm wondering if you would humor me and maybe we could share some of our memories with everybody, some of the good times we've had together.
Sure. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up some pics quick. There we go. Can you see that, Adrina?
Yeah, look at all those fun times we had together. Look, that's us at your birthday in the top right. And that's us at the malpractice bash. And that's us in the library studying. Do you remember all this?
I mean, I vaguely remember those events happening, but for some reason it doesn't look how I thought it looked. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's Zoom or the angle.
I don't know. I mean, you were definitely there. Don't you remember all this?
I don't know, man. Here, I have some pics. Let me see if I can pull those up quick that I took from these events. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Adrina, we had some good times together. These are some good pics of us.
I wouldn't say us. I don't feel very featured. I guess that's my ponytail.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's representative. I mean, tomato, tomato. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's just a difference in perspective.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. But anyways, we have someone who I think can give us more perspective, and she's coming to us from the specialty that I'm applying to, which is psychiatry. So I'm very honored to introduce our next speaker, which is Dr. Kaz Nelson.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Kaz Nelson. You might know me from my greatest hits, Human Health and Disease 5, Psychiatry, Neurology, Ophthalmology, and Otolaryngology, host of the Mind Deconstructed podcast, the Minnesota ARC, or at Kaz J. Nelson on Twitter. The land in which I live and work is the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe and Dakota people. Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, Love is Love, I'm a crier and it's okay. It's so amazing to see each of your beautiful faces. And sorry, even more so your gorgeous families. I love seeing your beautiful children. I don't get to see them in class usually unless they come in, but your families are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, class of 2021. Thank you for the honor of inviting me to be your match celebration speaker. I get out of bed each morning with the chief hope that my work will make a positive difference for those training in medicine and their families. So you can imagine that it's an unfathomable honor to be invited here with you. It's also my honor to speak alongside Drs. Diebel and Critchlow, the world's most brilliant and lovable teachers. And I'm all worked up by their beautiful words, as you can see. It really hit me right here. I fully acknowledge that this morning, with 14 minutes to go before those electronic envelopes are opened, that I'm speaking primarily to the loved ones here today who are watching. At my match ceremony in 2006, I had a 3-month-old baby at the time, Russell. I was so sleep deprived, I probably had to lactate in my car before the match day ceremony. And throughout the ceremony, all I heard was wah, 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 like Charlie Brown's teacher. And everything that happened was a blur until I opened up that envelope. So while I have the attention of your amazing guests, I want to say thank you. Thank you for loving and supporting these students. Each of these students embodies commitment for the public good, which they have sacrificed time and time again. You know, missed gatherings, missed connections, missed recreation, lost sleep, and lost patience. None of these students would be able to fully live this commitment without inspiration and support from each of you, their family, or others in their personal life. Our community has you to thank for sharing your student with us and for supporting their pursuit of excellence. And truly, they are excellent, each one. In fact, there's not a single student in this class for whom I would hesitate to refer a loved one to their care. That's the highest compliment one physician can give to another. Even the small number of you who hated my class and let me know it, you are excellent and perfectly suited to the road ahead of you. I'm speaking from the heart. As you know, the pre-match bash last year and the in-person match celebration was canceled. The cancellation was the right thing to do in retrospect, but it was sudden, upsetting, and last year's graduates felt like the rug had been pulled out from underneath them. You remember, you were all watching. We felt a grief, a heaviness here. On top of that, we felt red flags, sirens, alarm bells. It felt scary, uncertain, and ultimately dangerous. You know this feeling because some part of you still feels this way in your own way. The excitement of this milestone, these next steps, feel a bit corrupted or overshadowed. In the midst of this stress, this accompanying cognitive overload, broken and oppressive structures, systems, institutions, we can find ourselves feeling overwhelmed and lost, losing touch with ourselves, losing touch with our humanity, and as we've seen, the humanity of others. Repeated cycles of working and numbing, a form of binging and purging. That's the risk. Our humanity is at stake. And while I'm the last person who would ever want to do anything so crass or insulting as to look for some kind of silver lining or make lemonade out of lemons, you know, I can't tolerate that kind of thing. It does occur to me that over the past almost 13 months, we have been grieving together. We are moving through this fear, this grief collectively. And ultimately soon, we will get to a point where we can actually channel this grief into healing others. More authentically have the capacity to empathize with others who may be feeling stress, grief, isolation, and yes, even terror and panic, as we've all experienced waves of these different emotions in ourselves this past year. We will have increased capacity to see these states in other people and to attend to them. This will make us better healers. This shared empathy is what you can use to nourish and protect those little pieces of humanity I know you still possess, but you've got to protect it. We've all got to protect these pieces of humanity. Take a moment now. I'll just invite you to picture a box in your mind. You can close your eyes or keep them open, it's up to you, but picture a little box. What is the box made of? Wood, plastic? What color is it? Maybe put some stickers on it or some jewels. Make it uniquely yours. Now I want you to imagine opening up that box and taking those little pieces of your humanity, your unique, special, precious identity, and just go ahead and put them in there. Now just visualize yourself taking that box and putting it away somewhere safe, someplace separate and independent of the broken systems, structures, institutions, policies, and procedures ahead of you. You didn't cause this problem, these broken systems and institutions, and together we have to solve them anyways. And I promise we are trying to fix these structures, but you know, we're not there yet. And we're gonna need you and your humanity to be part of the solution. This is both an exciting moment. These jobs and training experiences will be an adventure. And please always remember that these opportunities, as Dr. Critchlow said, never define your worth as a human being, as a unique and precious individual. The institution never defines you. Your job never defines you. The bottom line is, I love you all. We, your faculty, we love you all. Yes, sometimes we have a bad habit of wanting you all to suffer as much as we suffered during our training, but that's why we're all in therapy. We're trying to do better. We're trying to move past that. And in our hearts, truly, honestly, I'm telling you, we love you. And what a privilege to be the one to tell you this right before you learn where you've matched. It's my honor to work alongside you as professionals. And I just can't wait to see what you accomplish, given just how exceptional you all are. And I never knew this was possible, but this shared experience we're going through over this past year will make you even that much more exceptional. No matter what the outcome is, when you learn the result of the match, my full faith lies in every single last one of you to change and improve a lot of lives. So with that, I will say to you, cheers, raise a glass, good day, take care of yourself, take care of one another. We're going to get through this, and congratulations on all your next steps. Kaz out.
Thank you so much for that moving message, Dr. Nelson. I will say, personally, I'm not a crier, and yet at the same time, I felt some increased lacrimal humidity in this region of my orbit at certain times. So I'm really appreciative of that message. We have a little bit of extra time. And so Adrina and I had asked people in our class to send us funny / embarrassing / noteworthy stories from interviewing. We got a few bangers, I'm gonna put it that way. I'm just gonna read one or two of them for you if we have a minute, from our favorites. So this one says, during one of my virtual interviews, a resident asked to see my cat. I mentioned my cat in my residency application.
I forgot I had sweatpants on, so I got up and went to go get her. It became apparent that I was wearing sweatpants during the interview. I was so embarrassed. So thank you for sharing your embarrassment, anonymous class of 2021 matching future doctor. Let's see, there's one other one. There's a lot of cat ones, actually. My favorite interviews were ones where the interviewer's pets interrupted in some way, such as a cat walking across the screen, a dog barking, etc. After so much anxiety about having to appear professional on camera, these icebreakers reminded me that our interviewers are human too. And I think all of us are human here today, as far as I know, unless there's a lot of pets in the background actually I've seen, so I appreciate that. We're gonna step away now and move on to the next part of the ceremony. I've been so happy to be here and be sharing this moment with you all, and really excited to see where we all end up. So on behalf of Adrena, thank you guys for letting us be part of it. Adrena, do you have anything else you want to say or add, since you're kind of, following in our footsteps in a few years with matching?
Yeah, I just want to say I'm so excited and inspired by you all. You guys are proof of how much growth and development happens during your clinical years, and I just want to say I'm not bitter at all that you guys are leaving to bigger and better things. I'm excited to join you in several years after I put my kids through high school, college, and help them get their first job. And ultimately, I'm really just excited to call you guys my attendings one day. I am so proud of you all.
Yeah, well said, Adrena. Thank you so much for those comments. And we look forward to being your attendings too. So with that, we're going to turn it over back to Rachel to carry us through to the end.
Thank you, Luke and Adrena. Not an easy feat to give a comedy routine to a silent room. So well done to you. We have just a few minutes before you receive your match day emails. And I just want to prepare you that I think the expectation is that they drop right at 11 and 0 seconds, and just anticipate that there may be a slight lag depending on your internet. At that point, we'll invite you, if you have the thought to do it, if you printed out that sign and can write where you matched, we'll start to spotlight some people for the YouTube stream. But I'm going to turn it over to Bob Englander, who is always my go-to for counting us down, because as we approach 11, the focus starts to drop. And so I like to turn it over to him to bring us back.
Thanks so much, Rachel, and thank you for everything you did to make this virtual event possible, and also to Drs. Tolar and Critchlow and Dr. Diebel, Dr. Nelson. Dr. Critchlow, you reminded us all today why we're sad that you had to leave our midst. Drs. Nelson and Diebel, you reminded me of why we're so glad to be part of your team. And Luke and Adrena, you were brilliant. Luke, I was not going to be happy unless we had a good imitation of either Dr. Southern or Dr. Whitehouse or both. So thank you for doing that. I want to add my love and congratulations. I'm using a site called time-time.net. This is a tradition across the country that every graduate opens their email at 12 Eastern Standard Time, 11 Central Standard Time. The time I have right now is 10:58 and 26 seconds, and I will get to a countdown. But what I'm going to say to you is your final notice and perspective, and that is making serendipity happen. Making serendipity happen. And what I mean by that is that today is going to be somewhat serendipitous, and what happens to it is going to depend on you all. So I ended up at DC Children's Hospital as my residency. I had been to DC once in my life. I mostly applied there because of a significant other who was a lawyer and really wanted to end up there. And it was one of the best decisions of my life. Several years later, 25 exactly, we held a 25th reunion, and 21 of the 24 of my classmates came. And it was really a spectacular event. They are my best friends, people who I love and spend many, many Zoom hours with over the last year. And that will happen for you. So as we reach, it's now 10:59 and 24. As we reach these final seconds, here's my final thought for you all. Wherever you match is exactly the right place for you. Wherever you match is exactly the right place. Your job is to find out why over the next days and weeks and months and years. And so as we get ready to count down, I say to you all, you deserve to be at this very special moment. Let's make serendipity happen in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations.
I see we have some people, this is so wild to see just the silent celebrations. So again, some are receiving it. It'll start to trickle in. Do not panic. Let's see. Oh, I see Christy. Christy matched. I've got you spotlighted here. Family medicine. Congratulations to you, Christy. Emma matched at general surgery. So excited. And Allison, I see you there. Matched at Gunderson Health Family Medicine. Congratulations. I'm just gonna keep. Sylvia matched Family Medicine. Congratulations. I feel like I'm controlling a Jumbotron. Laura matched at Abbott. Congratulations, Laura. Congratulations to Edward, matched at General Surgery at the University of Minnesota. Glad you're staying around. Sarah matched pediatrics in San Antonio. Amazing. Madeline matched at Maine Internal Medicine. Love to see it. Kat Bledsoe, United. Congratulations, Kat. There's James. Congratulations, James. General surgery at Hennepin County Medical Center. I see Paul there. We're turning over to Paul and a baby in a surgeon's costume. Or a doctor, I guess. I didn't mean to assume. Looks like a baby otolaryngologist. Congratulations, Paul. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to spotlight you there, Casey. I was looking for Jacob. Gunderson Family Medicine and Lacrosse. Congratulations. I'm turning it over to Alan and Hannah. They matched together, Alan and Hannah, in Boston. Look up Dr. Critchlow while you're there. Jamie matched in Duluth Family Medicine. Congratulations, Jamie.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Natalie and Whitney. Congratulations, Caitlin, internal medicine. Congratulations to you, Lauren. Where are you headed, Lauren? Abbott Northwestern for internal medicine. Congratulations. This is so cool. I love this. Leah looks like it's going to Utah and forgot to, it's beautiful. It looks beautiful. There's Paul. Paul is staying in Minnesota for pediatrics. No twins in the shot.
Med-peds.
Oh, congratulations. That's so exciting. We're going to go to Megan and Molly. Staying at Minnesota Internal Medicine and Pathology. Congratulations to you. This is so fun. I'm going to turn it over to Anthony. Anthony is staying at the University of Minnesota Interventional Radiology. Congratulations, Anthony. Whitney heading over to Hennepin for psychiatry. Who am I missing? I'm going over to Autumn, Haley, Ellie, Kanchan. Autumn is going to emergency medicine. Great. Haley is going to pediatrics. And Kanchan, internal medicine. Ellie, internal medicine. Oh, together. Fantastic. Incredible. This is so great. I'm going to turn it over to Chris. Diagnostic radiology at the University of Minnesota. He's got a full house over there, Chris. Okay, I'm going to spotlight Kim. And I'm going to open up while Kim is on there. Congratulations to you, Kim. Very great background, great family. If you would like to try out the Wonder Room, you'll likely need to leave your Zoom, but the password is the same as the Zoom password, which is MatchUMN21. And you are welcome using that link. It's sort of like a virtual networking space, but I am going to keep spotlighting people while we do that. I see Richard with a great shirt, emergency medicine at Regions. Congratulations to Richard. Who else is ready? Oh, there's Ryan. Look at Ryan Osborne, matched anesthesiology at UC Davis. Congratulations to you, Ryan. Cynthia, I see you there. ENT at Minnesota. There is Sauda, your class president, matched at Brigham. And women's at, oh, internal medicine. Fantastic. Congratulations. Emily matched family medicine in Indiana. Exciting. I'm gonna keep going. Can't stop me. Going to Brown for Med Peds is Emily Cruz. Is that your mom? Hi, Mom. And Dad. Dad's filming. And Jenna is going to pediatrics at University of Minnesota. Congratulations, Jenna. Michaela has got her hands full, but she is going to North Memorial Family Medicine. Beautiful family. Congratulations to you. We're going to go to Sarah, San Antonio. Looks like you got a support system there. Are you excited to go to Texas? All right, great. Oh, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to you yet, but Curtis, look at that board. Pediatrics in Austin, another doctor outfit. This is great. This is my favorite part. And we're going to Jackson, who is outside Indiana University for general surgery. Congratulations. Haley, Med Peds at Indiana. Cue Dr. Kim, giving you a shout out for Med Peds. Clarissa, neurosurgery in Virginia. Fantastic. With a great eye makeup look. I'm just going to say it. Congratulations to you, Clarissa. Marissa, family medicine in Duluth. Love it. Hannah, congratulations to you. Med Peds at the University of Minnesota. And our superstar MC, Luke, is going to be doing psychiatry at Mayo. I'm impressed by these letter boards. We're going to go to Mackenzie and Bennett. Is that right? Mackenzie at Abbott, internal medicine. Amazing. Doctor, yeah, you said it. Andy Finn is going to HCMC for general surgery. Congratulations. I gotta tell you, if I was a doctor, I would be saying it all the time. I don't know why you guys aren't. We got Brianna, I'm so sorry. Brianna going Peds, San Diego. And Joel, do you have yours? I know you do it. Oh, San Diego urology, right?
Urology, yeah.
Yep. Way to go. Now, Brian, I thought I saw Hawaii. Amazing. Let us all know when you have when you have like a guest house. Just a quick plug for that. That's amazing. Congratulations to you. I'm going to go to Lauren, University of Michigan, internal medicine. Congratulations, Laura. There is Esteban, San Francisco for internal medicine. Congratulations, Esteban. It's so fun. I remember so many of you when you were first years, like, or I helped in the admissions office. If anyone met with me when I was in the admissions office, this is amazing. Kristen is at HCMC, emergency medicine. Congratulations.
Now let's watch this.
Bonnie, internal medicine. Congratulations. Here we go. We got another internal medicine, Denver. Congratulations. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I see Colleen there. Very nice handmade sign. I'm proud of the bubble letters. I'm proud of it all.
Coming to you from the Appalachian Trail.
Congratulations. Megan, I see you there, Megan Brockman. Sorry, I got to you so late. Look at that sign. That is professional. Jenna going, Megan's going, I'm sorry. One of you is going to Chicago, one of you is going to Northwestern. Megan. Okay, got it. Wasn't sure who was who. And we're going to go to Laura. North Memorial. That's exciting for family medicine. Look at that family. Beautiful. One of them looks thrilled to be here. We're going to go to Casey. Casey, congrats. Where are you headed? Sioux Falls. Family medicine. A great city. Let's see. Hannah Fewer. Emergency medicine. And fantastic. Cedar Sinai. What's your specialty? Anesthesiology. Congratulations. All right. I feel like, oh, we got a fellow Rachel here. Rachel's going to North Memorial for family medicine. And we got a whole household that I'm going to spotlight here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited. Looks like we're going to Mayo. We're going to Abbott. Going to Maine. Internal medicine at Gunderson. Amazing. And orthopedic surgery at the university. Congratulations, all of you. Oh my gosh, enjoy this celebration. Caitlin's doing psychiatry at the university. Hey, Caitlin. I would have music to this instead of me talking, but then YouTube would take it down. So that's why you get my narration. Lisa is going to Seattle. Congratulations, Lisa. And Leah. Leah is staying here, Abbott Northwestern, internal medicine. We love to see it. We're going to go to Alessandra and Nate. We matched. Congrats. Internal medicine and med peds. Eric, love your sign. Love your game or puzzle collection. Love all of it. Psychiatry at Minnesota. Congratulations. Maya is doing internal medicine. Amazing. Are you and Sauda going to the same place? Amazing. That's great. Sorry, Nirmal. I see you there. Sorry, Luke, I'll get back to you. Is doing family medicine at St. John's. Now we got University of Iowa internal medicine. There is Luke. Congratulations to you. Okay, who am I missing? Cracky? Hey, congrats, OBGYN at Indiana. Thanks for your patience as I get to you. That's wonderful. Yeah, another household. These look like happy celebratory faces. So exciting. Internal medicine, family medicine, and United. Perfect. We matched at Abbott Northwestern for internal medicine. Congratulations, Tina. Abby, I got to go over to you, and I assume your parents. Look at that crew. Boston for general surgery. So excited. Are we proud, parents? Great. Wonderful. Okay. I think I got everybody. Oh, no, I didn't. I missed a whole crew back here. So sorry. Okay. Here is Shelby. Shelby and family is going to Seattle. Congratulations.
Swedish Cherry Hill.
Amazing. What specialty?
Family medicine.
Congrats. Thank you, Shelby. We're going to go to Simon. Where are we heading, Simon? Staying right here. Congratulations. Anesthesiology. Christine is doing internal medicine at the University of Vermont. Congratulations. And we're going to Evelyn. Pediatrics in Chicago. Congratulations. Get that applause you're getting behind you. That is a good hype person. And Michael, anesthesiology, Minnesota. Congratulations. Love your sign. Danielle is doing OBGYN at Mayo. Congratulations to you. I like Casey's sign. Riding in a car on a sheet of paper. We appreciate you being here for internal medicine. Idaho Falls. Rhea, Baylor College of Medicine at Houston. Okay, internal medicine. It's amazing. I got the shorthand down. Congratulations to you. This is so exciting. We're going to go to Noah and Marin, emergency medicine. Both emergency medicine, UCSF and Highland. Congrats. So exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for listening to me narrate all of those. I see you, Damien. There you are. University of Miami. Is that Miami, Ohio or Florida? Okay. Congrats. Enjoy the warm weather. It's very exciting. Yeah. Won't you sign up if I missed you? I think I got everybody. What a treat. Yeah, feel free to head over to the Wonder Room if you like. Otherwise, I think we'll stop the live stream, but I just want to thank you all and so excited. We'll keep this open if you want. Yeah, just unbelievably happy for you all. What a great day.